So, let's talk about Kenya. It's one of Africa's most digitally connected countries, where millions of people use their phones for, well, pretty much everything. Work, school, and definitely politics. But with the 2027 elections on the horizon, a really serious warning has been put out there about online hate speech. We're going to break down why this is such a huge deal for the country's future. To really get a sense of the scale here, just look at this number. Over 60 million active SIM subscriptions. That level of connectivity is incredible. But it also means a single message, one video, or one really divisive post can shoot across the entire country in just minutes. That's a massive opportunity for sure, but it's also a pretty significant risk.
And that leads to the big question, right? What happens when that powerful online conversation turns toxic? Well, authorities are warning that it's already happening. And if it's not handled, it could genuinely threaten the cohesion of the entire nation.
So who's sounding the alarm? The main warning is coming from the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. You'll see it called the NCIC. They're the ones flagging a really worrying uptick in inflammatory language online.
The whole threat really boils down to two things: speed and scale. You know the platforms we all use every day: Facebook, X, TikTok, and especially WhatsApp. These are the very channels where harmful messages can spread faster and wider than at any other point in history.
So what is it about elections that makes them such a high-risk time? Well, it's a period when political tensions are naturally at their peak, and it's just so easy for online debate to get heated and spiral into something much more divisive. So when we say hate speech, what are we actually talking about? In the context of Kenyan law, it's pretty specific. It's any language that targets people because of their ethnicity, race, or religion. This includes using dehumanizing words or phrases that are clearly meant to stir up hostility against a certain group. And this is absolutely crucial. The authorities are being crystal clear on this. Legally, there is no difference between saying something hateful online versus offline. That whole idea of hiding behind a screen, it just doesn't work in court. What you type online can have very, very real legal consequences. Okay, so why the big focus right now, so far ahead of 2027? It's all about one word: prevention. Think about it. Social media algorithms are often designed to reward outrage and grab your attention. That means divisive, angry content naturally spreads faster than calm, reasonable discussion. By raising awareness now, the hope is to build up some resilience before the campaign season really gets crazy. But here's the thing, the threat itself isn't standing still. It's evolving. We're not just talking about angry text posts anymore. We're now seeing these sophisticated, coordinated digital campaigns designed to fool people on a massive scale. We're talking about edited videos taken completely out of context, misleading audio clips that sound real, and even armies of fake accounts all pushing the same narrative. And looming on the horizon is AI and deepfake technology. I mean, just imagine a perfectly faked video of a candidate saying something horrible, released just hours before people go to vote. For someone just scrolling quickly on their phone, spotting that fake would be nearly impossible. Now, there's another layer to this that we really need to talk about. Studies are showing that this online harassment isn't random at all. It's often very targeted. Women in politics get hit disproportionately hard. They face this storm of gender-based insults and disinformation campaigns that attack their character, not their policies. It's a tactic meant to discredit them using social prejudice, a line of attack that their male colleagues just don't face in the same way. So let's be clear, this isn't just a gender issue, and it's not about people being too sensitive online. When a specific group is systematically targeted and harassed to scare them away from participating in public life, that becomes a fundamental threat to democracy itself. It actually shrinks the democratic space for everybody. Okay, so we've laid out the problem. What about the solutions? This brings us to this incredibly tricky balancing act between law, liberty, and the search for a way forward. Now, Kenya isn't starting from square one here. There's an existing legal framework, and the big one is the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act of 2018. This is the main tool prosecutors have, but its use has been controversial. Critics say it can be used to unfairly target bloggers and activists, which raises some tough questions about where you draw the line between hate speech and legitimate criticism. And this really gets to the heart of the challenge. On one hand, you have this critical need to use laws to protect the country's cohesion from very real harm. But on the other hand, you have a constitutional duty to protect free expression and make sure those same laws aren't just used to shut down political debate. Finding that balance is the key. And honestly, it's a tightrope walk for any democracy.
So as we start to wrap this up, let's pull back to the big picture. The power of social media to connect and inform people is undeniable. But as Kenya gets closer to 2027, it's becoming pretty clear that how people talk to each other online is going to be just as important as how they vote at the ballot box. So what can you do? This isn't a problem that's just for governments or tech companies to solve. Protecting democracy online really comes down to a few simple but powerful things we can all do. First, just take a second to verify information before you share it. Second, choose your words carefully and understand the impact they can have. And third, really commit to engaging respectfully, even and especially with people you disagree with.
Which leaves us all with this final, really important question to think about. In a vibrant democracy that's built on the idea of free expression, where does my individual voice end and my collective responsibility begin?